Hello everyone, it's Michelle from Gypsy Insights. This is a different kind of tarot reading. It's not dependent on your sign or element. If you are guided to this reading, you'll know if it is meant for you. And I'd really appreciate it if you would like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this new, different kind of tarot reading. Hello everyone, welcome to the next Soulful Repair. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
And what we'll be doing today is kind of like the he said, she said readings, but it's a situational tarot, so a little bit different. Hope that you enjoy it. And if you enjoy this one and you haven't already checked out the playlist of other Soulful Repairs, please do so under my channel. Okay, let's get started here. For your oracle card, what came out was the card of belonging to your own dream. Now this is from the Alice the Wonderland deck. And here it's really about following your own path and not being led down a path by another. So being true to yourself, being more authentically you. And Richard has pulled up from the Dark Goddess the card of Inara.
So Inara is the archetypal trickster of Hittite origin and goddess of the wild animals, becoming at one with all manner of beings from dragons to mortal men in order to trick them.
Okay. Not great energy around that, but we'll see where it goes. I've already meditated on your energy. So let's cut the cards. And these are the collective, more of the energy of the collective universe here. So let's get started. We'll be doing a horseshoe. So we'll start with the past energy, the present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you in your environment that's affecting you, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about, or the overall energy.
I'm going to lay down the same cards: past, present, near future, advice, environment, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about. Okay, let's take a look. Right in the center of this reading, we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So with this one, it's a feeling, I get that as your energy actually. So you may be an earth sign or have earth in your chart. You can be male or female here. Makes no difference in a general reading. But I picked this up as feeling that you're not achieving success. There's a lack of, I pick it up as a lack of belief, especially if it relates to your own dreams, following your own dreams here. You know, when the King of Pentacles is in the upright, it's someone who's very stable, very secure, very set, a grounded individual. But here it's the opposite of that. So feeling a little bit lost, feeling like you're on shaky ground, and maybe a little bit of insecurity around that as well. You know, the other thing I'm getting with this is that the King of Pentacles in reverse in this instance doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're not being successful. It's about perceived lack
perception.
Perceived lack of success. You could be quite successful, but you're just not feeling that way. That's kind of more of the energy I'm getting from that
Exactly.
card. All right, so let's take a look at this person over here. And you know, we're not sure who these people are. This could be you, this could be the person you're thinking about, they could both be you. This could be someone completely different. So we'll have to determine that as the reading goes along.
Whatever, a good rule of thumb is whatever side resonates, that's your message.
That's your message, and the other thing could be your message too, or it could be another person you're thinking about.
Yeah.
All right, so looking over here, we have the Nine of Wands. So it's that wounded warrior. It's this feeling of having struggled but still standing. And there's also a sense possibly of a little paranoia. We do have Inara here, the card of trickery, so there might be something to be paranoid about.
Let's take a look and see in the past. Ten of Swords, so having gone through that ending, that painful ending, feeling betrayed, feeling that you've been literally stabbed in the back. But the thing with the Ten of Swords that often people get caught in the image here that looks quite drastic with this person here with all these swords sticking out of their back. But if you look off in the distance here underneath the darkness, you'll see that there's a new dawn. So it means that there has been a difficult period, one in which you have felt a struggle, felt like you've been at odds with another person or other people. But because it's a 10, it speaks of that being over, having not to repeat that again, and having the chance here to have something better, that new dawn, that new beginning, if you will, after suffering through what may have seemed like a betrayal in the past.
Yeah, so it's a more hopeful card than it appears at first glance, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's take a look over here at the past, and we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So it's a question of a burden being let down.
Yeah, let's see what's happening in the present energy. The 8 of Pentacles, which is really nice because it means that you're very dedicated to whatever you're putting your effort towards, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, following this dream of yours, whatever that is. You're really knuckling down here and making sure that you learn all you can about it and that you apply your skills. So if there's anything that you feel you need to brush up on in terms of learning some skills, honing your abilities here, you're really putting all of your effort towards doing that.
Or could just be about making more money too.
Yeah.
Just working harder.
Yeah, after an ending.
That's right. Yeah, just throwing yourself into work, right? Okay, so looking over here at the present energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this speaks to an opportunity if it's been missed, but it's in the present. I don't think it's got anything to do with this. This 10 of Swords in the past. Okay, this is present energy.
Yeah, let's take a look and see what's happening in the near future here. Beautiful energy. If this is your side of the table here, I love it. Because for you, you're freeing yourself from any kind of mental restrictions that have held you back from being yourself, more authentically you. You know, I see this King of Pentacles in the reverse here as almost like you believing in what others have made you feel like. It's like if you have been going down a pathway in life, being yourself, and then running up against an obstacle, perhaps a person or people who didn't believe in you. And then, because you've come up against that obstacle, it's this feeling that's now defining you and that you're not actually what you thought you were. I think for a long time you went along thinking that you were this, and you were, and you are. But the trouble is, because of this ending here, I think that you've been made to feel, or you now feel, that you're not that King of Pentacles and the upright. But here I see an end to some painful mental trauma. You know, those negative thoughts. I see this as perhaps some insecurities, a lack of confidence brought about by others seemingly not to be confident in our abilities, what we bring to the table. But it's letting that go. It's changing that mental record, those negative thoughts that go round and round in our mind, which tell us that we're not good enough now because someone hasn't believed in us. It's refusing to take this ending as something that defines you in the future.
Yeah, it's nice energy, isn't it? And you look over here at Inara, and you know, it is a trick. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It is a trick.
Trick of the mind.
It's a trick of the mind. It's something that it's something you might have fallen for. You might have fallen for this trick.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look over here at the future, or near future. We have the 2 of Pentacles, which speaks to me here of balancing two choices. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from that card. Yeah, so we have in the past the letting down of a burden. That burden, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, that burden could have been you for this person. which it was a missed opportunity, but now they're weighing something up here.
Yeah, I get a fair amount of struggle around that person. Because of that Nine of Wands energy, I feel like this energy around this other person of being somewhat. I feel like they haven't been having very good times. Let's be honest. I feel that.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense that this isn't you over here as well. I think this is you, or if it should be you. I think. This is going to be the way this reading goes. If it's not resonating with you on either side, then that's how these go. But this one I feel has to do with you.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, the person you were dealing with.
Yeah, I think that they made you feel, or they gave you the impression that you should feel this way about yourself. But now I feel like the shoe's a bit on the other foot there.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense that this person has been struggling since letting you go.
Yeah, they don't seem to be doing too well financially either with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse.
And we talk about trickery, right? And the idea here is that this person will do everything in their power to have you believe that they're doing fine. But since letting you go, they've been doing okay.
Yeah. Let's have a look at your advice. The Eight of Cups in reverse. For you, in this sense, there's a little bit of aimless thought. The Eight of Cups in reverse can mean that there's something that you need to walk away from that you haven't fully let go of. When you speak of the Eight of Cups in the upright, it's having left something behind because it's time. It's time to move on. But when it's in the reverse, in this particular case, I don't feel like you fully let it go. But I see in the future that there's that release of mental tension, if you will.
And I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later for you.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of hope there. But this whole reading is about a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Brought on by an ending.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like this is you after spending quite a bit of time in your head and kind of feeling a little bit lost, aimless, if you will. Realizing that you can't stay in this space and that you have to let it go in order for you to start being more how you were before you got involved with someone who perhaps, I get that there was a very hurtful, a very painful ending here in the past.
Yeah, so let's look over here at advice. We have the Hermit. So it's this person here, and I do believe still that this is the person who let you go, needs to do some introspection. I get the feeling that they need to do some internal emotional growth.
I get the impression that this is someone over here that just doesn't really care for responsibility.
Yeah, they don't like hard work. They'll like anything that they think it even begins to look like hard work, they'll put down and give up on and then move on. I get the sense they're the kind of person who likes to try and get things the easy way, doesn't really like to work for anything, and will do everything they possibly can, including the use of tricks in order to get their own way.
And the thing with that kind of energy is that if someone's not willing to put in that hard work and keep trying to make something happen or something work in their life, then they're not going to receive the rewards, if you will. And that's why they're currently in this circumstance here of not getting what they want or not having their life work out in a solid fashion or having that solid foundation around them. Because, it's as a result of not putting in the hard work. Let's take a look and see what's happening around you here. The external influence is the Five of Wands. Now, externally, it seems to suggest this is not you, by the way. This is external. So I feel like there's someone around you that is somewhat competing with you. I get it as competition. because they now may be actually seeing you after having gone through the hard times here, landing on your feet.
Yeah, often what happens is that when somebody lets somebody else go, and there can be this feeling of wanting to compete with that person to say, you know what, I'm going to let you go and I'm going to do better because I've let you go. And then when that doesn't happen, they begin to feel this disconnect of saying, oh gosh, I've let this person go and they seem to be doing fine, and now I'm not doing so well, and I can't let them have any idea that I'm not doing so well, and I've got to do what I can in order to make that appear that I am.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was picking up with that.
Okay, so looking over here at the environment for this person, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, isn't that interesting? We see the Eight of Cups in reverse down here as well. So the Eight of Cups, this is again in the external. I think somebody's left them.
Yeah.
Do you get that impression, Michelle?
I do.
Yeah, I feel that really strongly from Spirit.
Okay, let's take a look and see. Hopes and fears. King of Cups in reverse. So, two kings here, both in the reverse. You could be having a combination of earth or water here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, I've got them as a male, but you could be female. And as a fear, this is about emotional instability. I think that a lot of this, the problem that brought up this feeling around you is that by this ending, this betrayal, someone hurting you, letting you go, let's use that as the example, it made you question yourself. You questioned yourself. And the thing is, you should never question yourself. If you believe, and you believe that you're someone who is someone who is dedicated, puts in the work, then if there is someone around you making you feel like you're not, then this is going to make you feel like you can't achieve, or that you can't get to that next level. And I almost get the sense like they did this on purpose with that Five of Wands. Do you see that, Richard? It's like somebody just wanting to mess with your stability. And it's messed up. It's completely messed up that anyone would actually want to throw a spanner in the works of someone who is actually doing really well in life, and saying, and because they're not, they want to make them feel like they're on their level, like it's taken someone down a few pegs.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go there and say it was completely intentional, but I do want to sort of give the adage of that crabs in the bucket. You know, it's human nature. In another term, it's cutting down the tall poppy.
Yes.
And that is that. Yeah, when you've got crabs in a bucket, what are they always trying to do? You know, they're trying to get out of the bucket, but then you've got crabs that are below them pulling the crabs who are getting out of the bucket down back into the bucket. That's kind of, I think, what Michelle's getting at there.
Yeah.
Is that what you're...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It seems like that this person is just... They may not intentionally, some of them may be, but not everyone is throwing an intentional... spanner in the works here. But in the end, when it comes to your fear, I don't think that you're going to keep that in your mind, because I have you releasing any of that negativity and believing in yourself.
One thing I could definitely guarantee over here is that this person who let you go, they're not looking to alleviate any of your internal pain.
No.
They're not going to lift a finger to try and help you feel any better. That much I can tell you. Are they actually going to actively do anything to make you feel worse? I don't think so. I'm not really getting that energy either. But I think it's more about intentionally not doing anything in this instance.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look over here at hopes and fears. We have the Four of Pentacles in the upright. It's a hope. It's a hope of being able to hold on to the things that are valuable to this person.
Let's take a look and see. The outcome here is Temperance. Beautiful. I love that. The thing is, no matter what this person's going to throw at you here, you're going to come out fine. Why? Because if you are balanced, or if you are someone who doesn't let other people's emotions, other people's stuff affect you, then you can be that calm in the middle of someone else's storm. It's like you're in the eye of the hurricane here, and while other people seem to be going through this chaotic energy around you, you're just saying, well, no, that's not me. I'm going to maintain my sense of inner calm and peace. And I also feel that when it comes to interactions with others here, you're not the type of person that is going to engage in this conflict. Peace over conflict. So if there's anyone else around you in your life who seems to be causing a drama, you're staying out of that. You're letting that go. You're not letting it affect you mentally. And if there's any kind of energy around you that you need to walk away from in terms of negativity, or negativity directed at you, it's kind of like a psychic attack. I almost see that. It's putting up the barrier here and realizing that it doesn't have to get to you. It doesn't have to affect you. And for you, I think you're just going to put your head down and continue to work on what it is that you believe in, and believe in your own dreams, your own capabilities, without anyone kind of trying to throw a spanner in here.
Yeah, or rain on your parade.
Kind
of more what I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
It's that old adage is also of sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, neither can psychic energy, neither can somebody's ill wishes for your fortune.
Yeah.
That also can't affect you as well, and you can't play into that. That's just a trick.
Yeah.
All right, it's a trick of the mind is all it is. All right, let's take a look at the outcome for this person over here. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So it's a very, very flaky energy. It's a very unpredictable energy. I don't know what this person's going to do, and I don't think they know either. And I think what's going to happen is I get an energy of them just flailing. I have this vision. A fish on the dock, flipping over, trying to get into the water, but not being able to do so, not really knowing what direction they're going to go.
They seem a bit lost, don't they?
Yeah,
a little bit lost. But the problem with that trickery card there is that underneath, I'm wondering what, that's why I thought this Five of Wands here is a little bit of concern, because, and we'll be talking about this in part 2, so I hope that you join us there. This is the only thing here that worries me, is that why is this person throwing this energy at you here in order to kind of mess up what you're trying to achieve here? Why is that happening? So we'll look at that in part 2.
Yeah, and the other thing we need to realise here too, this King of Cups in the hopes and fears is just a fear.
Right.
It doesn't have to be the real thing. It doesn't have to be what actually happens.
Exactly. So I hope that you join us there. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that'll be the first link in the box below. That'll take you to the Soulful Repair page, and you can scroll down and find this reading. So we hope that you join us in part 2. If we don't see you there, then we wish you all the very best. And if you would like a personal reading with Richard and I, you can email gypsyinsights@gmail.com.
And don't forget to check out the other Soulful Repair readings in the Soulful Repair playlist on Michelle's channel.
Thanks very much, guys, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.